Once upon a time, there lived an old woman whose joy was as constant as the rising sun. She was known for all her kindness, wisdom, and most remarkably, her unshakable happiness. No matter what storms life brought, she greeted each day with a smile that warmed even the coldest hearts. One day, a young man named Adesh, troubled by the struggles of life, approached her. "Mother," he began hesitantly, "everyone says you are always happy. But how is it possible? Don't you ever feel sorrow or despair when things go wrong?" The old woman chuckled softly and gestured for him to sit beside her under the shade of a grand banyan tree. "My child," she said, her voice gentle and steady, "life is a river flowing from both calm waters and raging rapids. I have learned that happiness is not found in the river's flow, but in how we choose to navigate it." Adesh furrowed his brows. "But what does that mean? How can one stay happy when life is harsh?" The woman's eyes twinkled as she began her tale. "Many years ago, I had a family, my husband and 2 beautiful children. Though we were not wealthy, our hearts were full. But one year, a harsh drought came. My husband fell ill, and despite all my efforts, I couldn't afford the medicine to save him. He passed away, leaving me to raise our children alone." I was shattered. Her voice trembled for a moment before she continued. "I cried endlessly, feeling as though life had stolen all its meaning. But one morning, as the sun rose over the hills, I realized something profound. My sorrow wouldn't bring him back. My children needed him, and I needed to find a way to live again. So I decided to look for happiness, not in what I had lost, but in what I still had." Adesh listened intently, his curiosity growing. "What did you do, mother?" "Each morning, I made a simple promise to myself," she explained. "Today, I will find one thing to be grateful for. Some days, it was the laughter of my children. Other days, the bloom of a wildflower or the kindness of a neighbor. I discovered that happiness is not the absence of challenges, but the presence of gratitude." Adesh was intrigued but skeptical. "But what if life storms are too fierce? How can gratitude survive then?" The old woman's smile grew tender. "When storms come, I remind myself, these too shall pass. Even the darkest nights give way to dawn. Instead of fixating on what's wrong, I focus on the small lights in my life, my health, a kind word, or simply the strength to endure. Happiness is a choice, my child. It's not easy, but it's always possible." Inspired, Adesh vowed to try her advice. Each day, he searched for something good: a child's laughter, the rustle of leaves, or the taste of fresh bread. Slowly, he found his perspective shifting. Challenges still came, but his heart grew lighter as he learned to cherish life's small joys. As word of the old woman's wisdom spread, the entire village began to change. People started sharing their moments of gratitude, helping one another see the beauty in life's simplest blessings. Over time, the village, once burdened with complaints and worries, blossomed into a community of joy and resilience. The old woman's legacy endured long after she was gone. Her story became a timeless lesson. Happiness is not about the absence of sorrow, but about the courage to find light in the darkest moments. Life may be unpredictable, but we can always choose where to focus our hearts. The moral about this story is that happiness is not determined by circumstances but by perspective. When we choose gratitude and embrace life's fleeting joys, we unlock the power to stay content no matter the situation. If you enjoyed the story, could you subscribe to the channel and give the video a thumbs up?